everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Patriots coming in at 5-3, going up against the Browns, who come in at 8-0. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
Corey Coleman is indeed explosive. The first receiver drafted in 2016. I was drawn to his ball skills while he was at Baylor, meaning anything that's downfield, he's the guy that usually figures out how to get up and get it before the defensive back can react. And then when he gets back down on the ground with the football, look out. His run after catch, usually very impressive.
They go play action with Trubisky. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 4 catches, 89 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know, I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now a play fake. Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On play action. Now Brady. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Spinning away. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Second down following the run. Brady to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Ross on the return. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down. He missed on his first three passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But
alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Brady gives this one to Lewis. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
Here's Brady. They will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Brady finding Hogan on 3rd down, and the Patriots able to convert.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now it's Trubisky. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They try again with Lewis. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, that's Lewis. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Brady now on 1st down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, We do not encourage that.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. Returning it, John Ross. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. On first down, Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long. It's Brady. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it? They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady, throw complete right side to Cooks. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now they'll run with Lewis across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Akeem Hicks. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now here's Ross. Now a hit and a loose football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw on third down, Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Trubisky. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And the play clock's running down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. Third down here. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw in that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now Dion Lewis to return. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. So the Patriots coming out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is brought in at the 21. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Brady to throw on second down. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's caught left side by Cooks. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First and 10. Here's Brady. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
To throw is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
See him now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. From the gun, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Brady throwing on second down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down. Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Brady to throw again. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady now on first down. No gain, and it's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, here's Brady. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Set. Blue, landed. Over. Watching now, Barney.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.